Hi everyone, I'm Hokusan and today I will be presenting about the issues in Debtbuster UK. Debtbuster UK is a debt purchasing company that started by Anthony Brown along with his close friend John Cromwell. Debtbuster had grown on a high speed in the past few years, but it faced problems in management when it reached the limit. There are few HR issues in Debtbuster UK throughout the period of doing the business transformation program. Before the transformation starts, the HR issue in Debtbuster UK is the tension and demotivation of employees. This was caused by the entrepreneurship spirit of Anthony Brown and the fast pace of organization working environment. In the organization, no employee can question why to the decision of the management level. Anthony Brown and the management are engaged to the employee as the centralized control that practiced by Anthony Brown. The centralized control also caused high turnover rate during the growth period of the organization. In the organization, there are also reasons that cause high turnover rate, that is the public name and shame policies that apply by the organization to the employee that didn't achieve the organization target. As mentioned by Robinson and his team, they define that employee engagement is a positive attitude of the employee towards organization and its value. An employee that engaged will work for the benefit of the organization, and organization also should have two-way communication with the employee. In Debtbuster UK, they did not apply the employee engagement in the process of growth. The way they treat the employees had causing the employee to have negative feeling about the organization management level. This has brought some potential threat to the organization. The employee may not provide the best of them for the organization, and this will indirectly affect the growth of the organization. After the transformation process being held, the issues among employees frequently happen. In order to support the growth of the business and change management control, Debtbuster UK initiated a recruitment drive and hired many employees and managers from General Electric GE. The purpose for this move is for the benefit of the organization. However, this also caused a big conflict among the original employees and the new employees. The starting of this conflict is due to the different working style of both groups of employees. The working style of GE employees is based on the teamwork and they prefer to do it right later. As contrast to GE employees, Debtbuster UK prefer to do it quick now as their core business are take risks, drive result, rapid change, and respect authority. It is clashing with the working style of GE employees. Moreover, the level of performance management in Debtbuster UK can be determined as extremely low. Some employees were treated as relative in Debtbuster UK. Their low performance was normally being ignored. As example, Charles, the drinking buddy of John Cromwell, he regularly did not turn up to work after attending the social events before to extend. As contrast, GE not allowed any poor performance and they were doing improvement through personal development plan or a company exit strategy. GE employees were more focused on tasks compared to personal relationship. Debtbuster UK did not apply their KPIs well if compared to GE. In Debtbuster UK, there were few leadership styles that can be determined throughout the process of transformation. First, the John Cromwell was having one of the leadership characteristics, that is wide view on the future. John Cromwell saw the future of Debtbuster UK as if the organization continued with its current working culture. So, he had made a decision to do business transformation program in Debtbuster UK in order to change the organization through change management by merging two different cultures for continuing survive in debt purchasing market. He was expecting this will help the organization to deploy process improvement and change management control. However, it did not work well throughout the whole progress. Besides that, the leadership of GE managers that joined Debtbuster UK was based on team working. They were team oriented and they make changes through team and employee buy-in. Employees also encouraged to challenge status quo to achieve better working ways and environment. However, there were disadvantages for team-based working, such as slow pace of change and rely on rules and bureaucracy for decision making. Anthony Brown, the founder of Debtbuster UK, was a task-oriented person. He played a role as autocratic leader in the organization. He always makes sure that the organization works in fast pace and have a rapid growth. Anthony Brown also emphasized on the company image, as he always wants the employees to show their best in front of the customer. As hero of the organization, Anthony Brown also was the role model for the organization's standard. He always wants the employees to fulfill his requirement to the best level. Anthony Brown practiced standardized control in the organization, as he always made the decision only with his management level. Although many decisions made with the management level, but the final decision maker would be Anthony Brown. When doing the business transformation program, Anthony Brown had made decisions to recruit new employees from GE company. Unfortunately, the decision-making process of Anthony Brown had ignored the process of human resource planning. At first, Anthony Brown had neglected the analysis on internal and external labor market. In the recruitment process, Anthony Brown done some analysis about quality, availability, source, but the most important cohort analysis had been ignored. He had ignored the cohort analysis stage as he decided to recruit the employees from GE because they were having the qualities that can help Debtbuster UK to restructure the working environment inside the organization. This ex-employee of GE being attracted by the recruitment of Debtbuster, as the organization had provided growth prospects of the organization and the promise of high rewards through equity share. Cohort analysis would mean a behavioral analysis on specific group and determine the fitness degree of the specific group to certain environment. As a result, the collision among two different cultures had brought employee issues into the organization. Instead of recruiting new employees, Anthony Brown should spend the time and resource for retraining of the current worker to perform better. Before the recruitment, Anthony Brown also should analyze his employee profile and skill for a better understanding. After that, Anthony Brown also lacked of analysis for the corporate capability. The analysis that relate with performance, productivity, organization structure, technology, skill change, and reward did not do by Anthony Brown. Before the recruitment process, he did not take fully analysis on the organization, and this can be seen through the result of conflict among employees. In addition, corporate strategy also did not value by Anthony Brown. He was just focused on the organization's growth, but he omitted the necessary of done analysis on market growth, new market opportunities, objective, and work methods. The objective and work methods of ex-GE employees and the current employees was clashing with each other. So conflict happened and it ended with resignation of ex-GE employees. Next, Anthony Brown was unable to do any forecasting on the demand and supply of the employees due to lacking of information from the analysis above. He did not forecast the actual number of employees that need to be recruited, as he just recruited 9 ex-GE employees with high reward without any proper planning. The demand and supply of the organization did not achieve the HR balance. He also did not analyze the possibility of culture of GE to merge with the current organization culture. The failure of leadership and HR planning of Anthony Brown had brought the result as Debtbuster UK faced the loss of talented employees, wastage of resource, and disruption of organization culture. That's all my presentation for today. Thank you for watching.